Yeah. I just got out of bed, obviously, and I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I haven't been eating as much. I've really only been having some snacks and then maybe like one meal a day, which is usually like a can of soup. Um, like one of the healthier soups, but been struggling with not experiencing regular hunger cues. Um, And then the past week, I've been waking up in the morning a lot with like sharp pains in my diaphragm, like a lot of heartburn, like right up under the xiphoid process, the bottom of the sternum, and yeah, just dealing with the stress in the body of when our sympathetic nervous system is activated. That's the opposite of rest and digest, right? Like the parasympathetic nervous system is rest and digest. That's where we're supposedly supposed to live most of the time. And I'm struggling with rest. I'm struggling with eating. I'm struggling with some of the basics of taking care of myself. The obscene files have I haven't even read them. I just follow Under the Desk News and a few other creators, and because I'm not going to read them, but the traumatization and overwhelm of things that we already knew, but just having it thrown in our face over and over and over. All right, I'm gonna say something. Here it goes. I already knew that I have family members who cannot put it through their heads to put into action caring about stuff that has literally happened to me in my life. Um, they can't do it. Like they cannot put two and two together, even if they know about sad, atrocious stuff that has happened to me in life. They can't figure it out. And similarly, this week, this month has really put into focus like I taught trigonometry in Spanish at the border with Lutheran Servant Corps when I was 21 years old, uh, because suddenly little old ladies had to get their GED under No Child Left Behind because of George W. Bush in order to keep their jobs as like daycare workers, like singing songs with 2 year olds and changing diapers. They had to get their GED and study trigonometry now. So fui una maestra de trigonometría at the southern border 20 years ago. I was an education worker and humanitarian relief worker in northwestern Romania before Romania was able to join the EU. Um, Back when Romania was often in the news for immigration crisis issues in Germany, in Italy, much like we experience folks from southern Central America coming up into the United States, and um, worker immigration crises like we had 10, 15 years ago in the United States, not the concentration camp torture like we have right now. Like these are areas in which I have worked and given years of my life and my money and my health and my youth, and also like the atrociously sad personal stories that are part of my life as well. I have family members who cannot grok it as many times as I explicitly lay it out for them. And I know that this month, this week, some of the people who are biologically deeply close to me can't put two and two together and won't put two and two together. And everybody is trying to take care of themselves in panic and battling against despair right now. And I have rarely felt so tired and lonely and longing to be cuddled. I just so wish I wish I could, in a totally non-spicy way, in a totally benign way. I wish I could just crawl into like a big king size bed with like three other friends in our cozy pajamas and just curl up and read books and fall asleep together 4 nights a week to feel held and safe in this tragic time. But I live alone because I'm gluten free, and it's devastatingly difficult to share a kitchen with people who are not gluten free. It's like every day the stress level is so high when you can't have a gluten free kitchen. It's too difficult. So I live alone, and that is not, as far as I know, a possibility. I'm exhausted, and I'm trying to take care of myself, and I'm trying to be there for my community. But I'm also daily just like so sad, you know? So I'm trying to focus on things to be joyful about. My birthday's coming up. I'm trying to be joyful about that and not mournful about it, not mourn all the things that didn't happen that I didn't get to do. I'm trying to be joyful in reading and writing. Like, I'm a published author. It's small, but it's something, and I'm writing a novel. I don't have a lot of time to work on it because I have a full time job and I'm looking for another full time job. And I'm heavily involved in the organization of a dance weekend that's coming up in February, Galhalla. That's going to be wonderful. Okay, I'm struggling to think of any other good things right now, but I'm sure it'll come to me. But hey, those two good things. And my friend said I can borrow their banjo because I've written a resistance song that I really deeply want to put to. A cello banjo is the sound that I actually want. But those are like $2,000. 1.5. Still, that's the sound that's in my mind, and it's like driving me nuts that I can't put it into reality. Um, but I can borrow a banjo to practice that, to eventually someday somehow get my hands on a cello banjo and make that sound happen in real life. Trying to focus on the daily joys of being human under the thumb of a devastating empire. As a former preschool teacher, as a former educator and humanitarian relief worker, my heart is daily broken. As a survivor of multiple counts of horrific violence, and like, I'm alive. Fuck them. I'm alive. Who would have thought? It's hard. It's hard. I want to sleep for 4 days. I want to sleep for 4 days straight.